Check, check, 1, 2. It's Friday night hockey here at Iceworks in Aston, Pennsylvania. A pleasant good evening and welcome to our coverage of Kennett hockey. I'm Ed Henry, and I've got a few special guests with me tonight. We've pulled out of retirement. We have a cameraman who hasn't been with us for quite some time. Chris DeWitt is here. He's running the show, so
I believe he said he was in support of SAG.
Well,
I think that's
why he was out.
Yeah.
And that other voice that you hear behind me, that's Brian Cardello. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure.
I got big shoes to fill with Switham not being here.
So unfortunately, I missed last Monday night's game against Roman Catholic, but Kennett picked up their 11th straight win and 6th shutout this season. Luke Ganley continues his hot streak, finding the back of the net with 2 more goals, along with Ben Fisher and Oscar Cerzales. Along with that, Matthew Hayes had 2 assists, and joining him on the score sheet with assists were Tommy Schillinger, Lucas Mott, and David Cerzales. Tonight is a special and unique game for Kennett as they face off against the Sun Valley Ridley team for their last of 3 meetings this season. And the reason why this one is unique is for those of you who aren't part of the hockey community regularly, travel teams, club teams, typically on long holiday weekends have away tournaments. And I mean away as in Canada, Washington, D.C., Lake Placid. They could be all over the place. Now, normally, high school doesn't schedule on those weekends, but we are the beneficiary of not 1, but 2 games. We've got 1 tonight and 1 Monday. So that means the lineups are usually a lot different. And the one that probably will jump out the most is we are without our normal netminder, Aiden Mott. And it's kind of nice to have Brian here with me because his son, Massimo, is between the pipes for Kennett tonight.
Yeah, he's a braver soul than I. He came back, Dad, I'm going to play goal. Where? He said Friday at the hockey game. So he's Yeah, I think he's in for it. I'm not quite sure. He knows what he signed up for, but he's about to find out.
No, I know.
He gets a lot of. It's the most ice time he'll ever get.
That's true. I know it takes a special breed to get on a sheet of ice along with a frozen piece of galvanized rubber and voluntarily get in front of it regularly.
Yeah.
That takes a special mindset that I definitely do not have.
You know, even the most normal goaltender is just off a hair. Just a hair. The most normal.
So one of the things, unfortunately for everyone at home, the clock that we run, that usually we run kind of simultaneously with the game clock, is non-functional. So unfortunately, the clock you see on the screen at 17 minutes is going to stay there throughout. So we'll try and keep you updated on the time as the game goes on. Both teams have finished their pregame warm-ups and are about to take the ice.
Well, this should be a good experience for Kennett. Some of those guys that maybe are on the lower end of the ice time, they're going to see some ice time today, that's for sure.
I know I didn't get a chance to get to our keys of the game, but I know one of them was to definitely have a strong defense because, you know, Moss may surprise us between the pipes, but I'm sure he would be happy to not see a whole lot of shots.
If they can force those pucks to the outside, I think that's our best shot here.
Big scramble in front of the net. Ganley had a whack, and it comes back to David. He winds up, but that goes high and over the net. Up at the blue line, gets into the slot. Fisher got a stick on it, knocked around. Hayes there. He'll just wrap it off the boards, comes right back to the middle. Fisher gets a shot, picks the corner, and in.
That was quite a shot.
So Fisher gets Kennett on the board early as they score first. 1-0 Kennett at 16:21 here in the first period.
That was nice. You got a nice keep by Hayes at the blue line. Pops it up to Ganley. Ganley gives it up for the nice pass. And, boy, that was top corner there.
Center ice, they battle for it. Saber had it knocked away from him. Ridley with it back there. That's Evan Willoughby. Back the middle, tried to get it through, goes off a few, sits there a moment. Ganley got a stick on it, but it's forced out to the neutral zone. Sarazali's jumped on it, tried to get in, but they hadn't quite cleared the zone, so offsides is whistled.
I like the pace they're coming out with right away. Just attack, get it in deep, and let's go.
Neutral zone draw, popped up in the air. Kennett with it. They'll get it back. Tried to get it back to David Sarazali as it goes through his feet. He'll put it out the center ice. Willoughby's there. Sends it across Harrington. It's over right below us. Heinzelman's able to poke it up into the zone, but forced right back out to him. Neiman will chip one in from the blue line, goes in on net. And that looks like the normal netminder for this Sun Valley Ridley team, Will Newnham. I know he missed the last game we played. Again, with that long weekend, you never know who's going to show up on both teams.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for those that don't normally get the time that the others are afforded.
I know one of the things that I know when I saw the memo go out from the league, which is the reason that your boy's between the pipes today, is normally in most leagues they give a lot of leeway for netminders because, you know, goaltenders are not easy to come across. So they kind of give exception to fill it, which the last time we played Sun Valley, they had a substitute goaltender who was not on the roster.
I understand that. Yeah, I didn't know that until recently, actually.
But something changed about 3 weeks ago in the league, and they changed the rules and said you have 3 options if you don't have your goaltender. That is to play without a goaltender at all, just had a 6th skater, to put someone else that is already on your roster in between, or just take the forfeit. So Neiman gets the shot. That's a high riser up over the net, up to the blue line, kept in there. Fisher whacks at it. They battle for it along the line. Fisher ends up with it on his stick. Gets the shot. Newnham slides across and makes the save. I don't think he really knew where that was going, just in the right position there. So puck wound in behind the net. Ridley will go far side. He pulled off the boards. Bodies come together. Battle for it at center ice.
David's definitely not afraid of the physical play, that's for sure.
No, that is not. Number 93 Lavin there has it, puts it back. Willoughby tries to feed it up, but that was taken there. Serzales tried to get through, but had a few too many white jerseys to deal with. Ganley puts it down in the corner. Wrapped all the way up. David has the blue line. Tries to get it to the middle, but cut off there. And Ridley will clear it all the way up and down. Thought that should have been icing.
Yeah, that got waved off. Interesting.
Hayes comes out, bounce off his stick. Savory of Fisher. Fisher's met there, but keeps it out of harm's way. Back up to Ganley. Ganley's all alone in the zone as Kennett was making a line change. He gets ridden hard into the boards.
Yeah.
I think that's Liam Polsky who trying to give some body work there to Mr. Ganley. That pops up in the air. They try to glove it down. It ends up bouncing off of skates and finally back out to the neutral zone. Forced down to the Kennett end. It's number 20, Miguel Rios. He's got some wheels on him.
He does. It's not often you see somebody get by Heinzelman. He's got some quick feet himself.
Puck hard off the boards, but still in the Kennett end. Dewitt got a stick there. Goes back to Hayes behind. Gonna try to wrap it around near side, up to the line. Good work from DeWitt to get that past Polsky.
Nice job on DeWitt there.
And back down behind. Hanselman at the blue line with the center ice line gets it in. I'm going to guess that they were offsides. I lost sight of the other side, so.
That was a generous call.
It's usually the case. 12-11 here in the first period. Kennett with the 1-0 lead. Trying to get a look at C. I didn't get a chance while trying to fix the clock, which obviously I didn't do. I usually try to go down to talk to both teams to see what the scratches were, which is especially important in this game. I know Sun Valley's got a couple of players, number 36, Matthew Stranix, and number 14, Aiden Bourne. Big shot there. Willoughby with a huge save. Just to see who on their team wasn't around, but
yeah, their bench is looking a little light as well.
Yes. They're behind. Puck tried to move out. Goes off a stick, and finally it's Valley Ridley at center ice.
Nice play.
Heinzelman was all over him. Stays with it, cuts to the middle, but has it poked away from him back out to center ice. David Serzales in his own zone. He's into the middle. Tried to get it to his brother Oscar, but he was well marked. Number 19, Broder. Puck knocked down. Ganley has to go back to get it. Tries to get it up. Savory. It's forced back to the Kennett line where Serzales has it. Puts on a few figure skating moves and still stays with the puck. Finally, one spin too many. Sun Valley Ridley will send it all the way down in on net.
Is that going to register as a shot?
I think so.
That was a confidence booster for Cardella there.
Yes. Puck sent the length of the ice from the other side of the red line. So icing is whistled. 10:39 here in the first period. Kennett still with their 1-0 lead.
So far, Kennett's playing a nice pace, keeping control of the puck, and it's been in their Sun Valley's end pretty much the majority of the period. Hopefully they can keep that pace up.
If the shots are to be believed, which sometimes they're pretty good, sometimes not so much. Kennett's currently out shooting them 7-0. Puck flipped high in the air. That goes all the way down. That'll be another icing, so they'll bring it back down to the Kennett end. Bring that down to face off to the right of temporary netminder Cardello. He looks comfortable in there.
He's looking all right there. We told him, square up, square up.
Good position. Hayes battles for it behind. Rolls all the way up to the line, but kept in there. Kennett finally gets it up. It goes off sides, but Kennett moved it out. Ganley gains the zone, goes to the middle to Fisher. He goes right back to Ganley. Ganley's up behind, tries to come around in front. Newnham slides across. They battle for it, and it goes in.
That line, again, causing trouble for Sun Valley, that's for sure. And they move the puck so well. You know, watching Fisher and Ganley, those passes back and forth, that was slick.
I wasn't sure who ended up with the goal. I know Ganley tried near side to tuck it in, but I'm going to guess, and Chris is here telling us that it was Fisher. He ended up getting it past the goal line. So 10:05 to go in the first period. Kennett now with a 2-0 lead. So I think that a number of the players here for Kennett that play for Chester County are in a tournament, and I think, at least I've heard a few, are exiting right after this game and making the trip.
We're going to see how hopefully I-95 isn't too backed up. But, yeah, we've got several players will be getting out of their gear, into the car, and headed down to Laurel, Maryland for a tournament down there. There's a 10:05 start.
10:05 tomorrow.
Tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So we're hoping to get there before the end of the first period. That would be a success. No goaltenders. No goaltenders are heading down there.
All right.
He'll be there.
Puck up and out of play. Yeah, no, that is true hockey dedication.
Or just the craziness that comes with this sport, yeah?
Because I was surprised when I saw how many were on the Kennett bench tonight. So
it's not as bad. I thought it was going to be way worse.
Yes.
I thought we were going to look at like 8 skaters and ooh,
that's what I was thinking. But now, as always, we wish everyone well in their tournaments wherever they may be. Of course, I wouldn't mind if they made it back in time for the Monday night game.
That would be nice.
We shall see. Usually if you don't make it for that, it's because you're playing well and you're in a championship late.
Yep.
So Zally shields it well, tried to get it over to DeWitt. That was chipped up to the line, but not out. Oh, tried to get it back to DeWitt. He had nobody near him, but he's turned around.
He does have some silky mitts.
From the corner, right to the middle. He gets a whack at it, but ends up hitting something and staying wide. In the corner. That's number 98. Delia Hanold, who was able to get it out of the zone, but before Kennett punched it right back in.
Smart play, get it in deep, go back and get it.
Chandler's got a whack at it, forced it back to center ice. Number 23, Vassarel. I always call him that. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I've yet to get an official pronunciation.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one, but I do have some familiarity with him. He plays locally, I believe, for Delco, and he's always in the mix, that's for sure. He's got a heck of a shot.
You know, he definitely doesn't shy away from it. At least a number of the players on this Sun Valley Ridley team don't shy away from it, and their penalty minutes show accordingly. You know, just a quick glance as far as the overall for the league. Kennett sitting with 159 penalty minutes. Sun Valley Ridley leads the league or the division with 291. So that's some hard work right there.
You know, it's not always them. Sometimes it is the refs.
7:09 to go here in this first period. Kennett still with a 2-0 lead. Offensive zone draw for the Blue Demons as Oscar Sozales comes in to take it. Wins it over to Tam, and Tam will put it towards the net, ends up going behind.
Good job on the draw there.
Up to the blue line. Heinzelman was able to keep it in at least temporarily. They force it back through. So Zallies will pick it up and he'll skate it behind the net. David through the neutral zone, tried to cut to the middle, had one left to beat and couldn't get past him. Heinzelman will bank it there, leave it for Oscar. Oscar gains the line. In the middle, has it knocked away, but he stays with the play. Right back to Tamman, but had a few in front, able to redirect that away from him. Giovanni ends up losing it there to Heinzelman, and he'll skate it up. Heinzelman across the blue line, gets the shot on net. Newnham sticks that aside. Fisher gathers up behind, looking for a spot, skates up. He's met there and leaned
Good
up
job.
against the wall. Ends up getting right back to him, takes the shot and finds the back of the net for the second time tonight.
I believe that's the third.
Is that the third? Fisher had the first one?
I believe so, yeah. Fisher had the first one. We got the Hattie.
So natural hat trick there for Fisher here in the first period. And with 5:54 to go in the first period, Kennett puts himself in a good position, being up 3-0.
Again, that line, they just work so well. Moving the puck down low, cycling the puck, getting to the open spots. They really work well together.
Fisher at center ice tries to feed it up to Ganley, but goes off a stick. He went back to it, tries to put it in deep, but Ridley's there, able to clear it back out to the neutral zone. Up to Ganley. Ganley's met there by Lincoln. Savory in the corner. He'll roll it around near side. Fisher over to pick it up. Up to Hayes. Hayes goes down to the circles, comes back, looking for an open opportunity. Across to Fisher. Fisher tries to put one in, goes off a skate. And Ridley's able to go out to the neutral zone. Oscar at the circle. He'll also run all the way across. He battled for it there. Red line. Hayes who comes away with it. Knocked away from him from Vassarel. And Hayes go back and forth a little bit with Arcadona there, and they're whacking away.
He's not one to get away from, shy away from the battle, that's for sure.
Couple of lumberjacks down there.
Yeah.
Swinging the axes.
Old school hockey there.
Polsky goes in. Kennett end. Puck's forced back out the center ice. Lincoln's back for it. Pass by Brown. Gets it to Neiman. He puts it in. They're offsides and got to come and touch back up. Heinzelman at the red line. Lincoln tries to go after him. Loses his stick, but Heinzelman just skates right in. Gets through a few. Still with it behind the net. Heinzelman try to bank it up to Neiman. We get a slash on the play. And we get our first penalty here with 4:03 to go in this first period.
Power play. We got our first power play. Yeah, that was on Sun Valley there. Heinzelman was making some moves, and their player.
So that's Liam Polsky.
Ah, there we go. Yep.
He'll have a seat, 2 minutes for slashing. Kennett with an opportunity to add to their lead as Dunn comes in to take this power play draw. Kennett wins it. Heinzelman gets the shot. Big blast there, goes just wide. Battle for it in front. Brown's able to knock it to the corner. Dunn look for it. Brown gets tied up with a person who's a little more worried about the physicality than the puck. Puck forced out. David Serzales is there with it. Try to roll it behind him. Has to go back to get it. Tries to skate in through a few. Forced wide. He's got the spinorama button going tonight. Tucked all the way around. Newnham slides across and prevents the power play goal. Puck down to the Kennett end. David will calmly come back to pick it up and survey, and as they look to head up ice.
You know, some of those moves out there just goes to show you that maybe figure skating is not a bad idea before you get into the ice hockey. That's for sure. Get your edges.
Absolutely.
Because he can. Some of the moves that he makes out there. Wow.
Dunn puts it in deep.
Big
Brown.
hit.
Brown going in there looking for the check of the game. So he sends it all the way up. That got by everyone. Sun Valley Ridley sends it right back into the Kennett end. Just about 30 seconds to go in the Kennett man advantage. Sarazales picks up speed. It's in the Ridley end. It's open ice, cuts all the way across, tries to cut to the middle, but he had Harrington knock it away, right back into the slot, hits a few things. Second opportunity, third there, still in the blue paint. They're battling for it. They chop away, and finally does go in.
Is that Showers that put that in? Showers?
Yep, looks
Nice.
from the celebration look, I'd say that Drew Showers picks up the power play goal here with 2:13 to go in this first period.
You know, he might have the nicest head of hair on the team, so it's nice to see him pick up that goal there. Might get the glamour shot of the game.
You can tell you listen to Swithin's commentary. That is one of his favorite things to talk about is the flow.
Well, listen, it is very important as a hockey player. I believe hockey players and then maybe lacrosse with talking about their hair. How much is out the back of the helmet? Is it out of the ear loops? You got to make sure it all goes well.
I'll just have to take all of your words for it. Says the bald guy.
Mine's in a hasty retreat, so I can feel that.
Brown works for it there. Hayes is able to keep it in and push it back down low. Showers is it behind the net, over skates, gets back to it. Back and forth, is able to hit it over to Brown, gets it to DeWitt. He takes a big swing, and that goes wide. Pushed all the way up and around, gets by everybody. Behind there, try to go to Heinzelman, gets by him. Right back the other direction. Hayes will bank it off the boards in front of his bench. And we get a whistle. I'm not sure what it was for.
I believe we had an offsides there. Yep.
So, offsides on Sun Valley Ridley. Bring it out to the neutral zone with 1:23 to go here in this first period. Kennett with a very comfortable 4-0 lead right now. Way across, backhand in. Oh, makes a big save, slides across, second opportunity, lays out, and keeps it out of the net. Fantastic.
Take that one for sure.
Shot goes in. They still battle for it. Goes down in front. And it stays out.
Well, you know, you can see this team. They're kind of, the Kennett's really helping the goaltender out. They're trying to collapse, hopefully limit the shots. And this way, you get a lucky bounce here or there, and it hits the pads. All the better. Aiden might get a hold of this. You know, he's gonna be watching this, I'm sure. That's right. For all those colleges out there, his name's Massimo Cardallo. He's available for any type of scholarship that you want. So throw his way.
I'm not sure why they brought the faceoff out to the neutral zone. Fisher ends up with it in the zone. We're in the final minute of play. Battle for along the blue line. Forced out. Fisher brings it in, but it doesn't look like they had cleared the zone, so they'll whistle that offsides. Now I'm curious, I know with some of those players who have that 10 o'clock game, I thought I overheard a couple of them talking about at various points throughout the game, we may see the Kennett bench slowly get smaller, depending on how the game's progressing and the score of it. Cross center ice, Sun Valley Ridley gains the zone. Dancing through a few. That was number 18, Harrington, Sebastian Harrington with those moves. Sarazales with it. He lifts it all the way up to Savory at the blue line. Just in the direction of Ganley. Ganley gains the line and takes the shot.
That was a big shot there.
It always amazes me when those players have those real nice wrist shots to where it doesn't look they do much with it, but it just launches off their stick.
Yeah, that's a great example because he didn't look like much, but boy, he he zipped that right by. That was big fun. I gotta call that the heavy shot.
A few seconds remaining here in this first period. Fisher in the take, the offensive's draw with just 7.1 remaining. Tries to chip it to himself and get it towards the net. Goes back down behind, up to the blue line, and there's the buzzer ending this first period. So 17 minutes in the books. Carrillo looking good between the pipes, and Kennett with the 4-0 lead.
Tell you what, those 5 shots, he's there. He's paying attention, if nothing else. I made a mention earlier. He was a braver fellow than me. Harkens back to I was a freshman, and we were in a snowstorm, and our goalie didn't show up. I volunteered, and let me tell you, I was moving out of the way for the shots that were coming. It was the worst thing I ever did.
Well, that's natural reaction. Again, that thing's coming at you.
That's self-preservation.
Exactly.
That thing's zipping. And when Massimo said, "Hey, Dad, I want to play goalie," why? What do you? You don't want to do that, man. And then the parent in me was like, "What? Don't stifle the enthusiasm." Now I'm trying. I'm like, "Hey, go for it, buddy. You're gonna love it."
I remember back in those early days when Eddie was playing. I forget which pro shop or rink we were in, and back then there's really no position. They're just out there skating around, and you're trying to figure out who your goaltenders are going to be. We walked into that pro shop, and I looked up, and I saw that glove, and I looked at the price tag, and I'm like, there is no way.
Not going to be you, Eddie.
Yeah.
But, the unfortunate part is, it is the coolest looking gear.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean, without a doubt. You look at a goaltender, you can pick, I think Martin Brodeur, Patrick Roy, you could just show the pads and you knew who the goaltender was.
Yeah, I think that glove that I saw that day was like $700, and I'm like, okay.
And moving on.
Yes, for the glove.
Moving on. Yeah, just the gear in general, it's crazy now.
And then I think to those years.
He's got some swagger, doesn't he? Look at him. Just
like, I got this.
The ego on that kid's going to be tough in the car, I can tell you that.
Second period now underway. The Fisher at center ice. He comes in, has it knocked away from him, but Heinsohn was there. He'll bank it right there in front of us. Ganley will backhand in. Fisher racing down to it. Newnham, I don't think likes Fisher very much. He came out of the net.
I think he was just saying hi. He was just checking in on him.
A friendly play.
Well, when someone lights you up for 3 in a period, they get a little testy.
Heinsohn retreats back to his own zone. He's forced off of that by Brodeur. Battle for it in the corner. Up to the line, kept in by Lincoln. He turns around, takes a shot, that goes wide. Slater tried to get it. His stick was being held, at least momentarily, but Alley circles back in front of his net. Looks to turn on speed and cut through. Nice move there. Picks it up at center ice. Cuts around another one. He's got one left. Comes around, tries to cut to the middle, and then loses it. Bodies come together. Net comes off.
He's showing some frustration. Showing some frustration throwing the net off there. It's questionable play.
David went coast to coast and had everything but the finish. 15:48 in this second period. Dunn wins that face-off back to Serzales. He gets the shot. It looked like it was heading wide, but Newnham slides out, makes the kick save. He's back towards the net. He'll redirect outside once again.
Got the mask coming off the goaltender. That's a quick whistle and good thinking on the ref there.
Oh, yeah.
Quick reaction. Scary enough with the helmet on.
See, and that's, every once in a while they'll have one of those really old NHL games, and you watch these they're netminders with no mask, and I'm like, why?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
And you weren't even getting paid back then.
No, that's when men were men, for God's sake. Are you kidding me?
Well, that was crazy.
Yeah. Then they'd go to their day job the next day.
From behind the net, poked at there. Sarazales comes in, fakes the shot, stays with it. He's able to keep it in the zone and wrap it all the way back up and around. Rios' first one to it. He's able to direct it out to center ice. David Sarazales there with it. Gets it over to Hayes. He's up to Dunn, has it go off of her skate. Back out to the middle. Sarazales will go across the rink, off the boards. They still battle for it in the neutral zone. Hagedana in the zone, tries to get the shot off. Blocked by Sarazales.
Tell you what, that was a great example. Sarazales taking one for the team there. I think
Don't let the shot through.
That's right. I think at the end of the day, the team knows what they need to do, and that's limit shots. Nice block by Sarazales.
Face off down on the Kennett end with 14:32 to go here in the second period. There we go. Puck gets through the defenseman out to the middle. Turn around there. Directed back in, Heinzelman from behind his net. Goes hard, evades everybody, and go the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. So Sun Valley Ridley has a player with the practice white jersey and the taped on number. It looks like it's a number 7.
Seems official.
They do have a Salvatore Fiore on the team, but it's always hard. I mean, that's always the thing when you have those players who show up with those jerseys. You always wonder, is that the ringer?
Yeah, it possibly could be.
I've seen it both ways.
Or it's the kid that forgot his jersey.
Yes. Probably more often than not. Showers goes across to Heinzelman. He'll feed it up to Oscar Sarazales. Oscar gets it knocked away from him there by DiGiovanni. DeWitt got it to Brown. Goes back behind the net. Heinzelman over at the blue line. Down low. Tries to direct it to the middle. Polsky goes up to the line and gets it past. Polsky right to it. He gets in, takes the shot, goes off the outside of the net. Big hit there along the boards. Goes the other direction. Brown in, but we get a whistle behind the play, and elbowing is going to be the call.
Eric is pleading his case, but I don't think they're going to change their mind.
I have never seen that happen.
Ever. 0.0.
Yes. I have seen, and believe me, when we had this take place, people were in shock and awe. We had a game to where, and I don't remember the details, a player was suspended, I think, for multiple games. Usually, once they make the call, that is what it is.
Right.
We actually reached out to the ref, and the ref agreed that it was wrong and it should only been a single game suspension and changed it.
Wow.
As we're having a conversation, we missed the puck get past.
Well, it looks like it was a shot from the point. You got a little tip action in front. It was not a clean shot. I'm going to go ahead and say that there was a screen there. Tough for any goalie.
So 13-13 here in the second period. Sun Valley Ridley gets one on the board. Kennett still leads, but now by a score of 4-1. Battle for it in front of the Kennett bench. Still work away. Valley Ridley tries to go all the way across, gets it to DiGiovanni. Gains the blue line, snaps one off, stays wide of the net. Seabury sends it back around near side. Serzales gets to it. Faked the shot pass, stays with it. Work along the boards, and he's got it again and skates up.
Ooh, that was a big hack there by 19.
Still stays through, makes a crazy move between the legs, loses it behind the net, finds its way right back to him. It's always the other thing with, oh, right in front, second opportunity by Ganley, and he slams it home. So Kennett regains their 4-goal advantage at 12:27 here in the second period.
Good job of Kennett to respond. Let them know that, hey, yeah, we're not going to lay down. You know, they got a nice lead, but they when you do have a goaltender with no experience, anything can happen. So I'm sure Sun Valley is now saying throw anything and everything at that net. So it's nice to see Kennett circle the wagons.
It's like
somebody coming off.
Yep, I think that's Ganley. He's going to be one headed down south shortly. So the Kennett bench begins to shorten.
I just saw Ganley's dad. He just gave the, we're heading out.
Back along the near side boards, rolls right to the middle. Neiman's first one to it. Neiman tries to drop it back. Heinzelman, but he was well marked. Masserell comes in, big shot, hits the glass behind.
That was head high, and I don't think that was an accident.
Masserell tries to center it. They roll out for it. Second opportunity. They bounce it, sits up in front. They battle. Bodies going down. Words being exchanged.
Dirty play there in front to take out Ella Brown. Or Dunn, excuse me.
Heinzelman took issue with that.
I wouldn't be surprised if we come out with a power play.
And I just saw the signal for cross-checking.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see who's going to
maybe one extra
sit for that one. Penalties up on the board. So Kennett will have the 2-minute advantage here at 11:43 in the second period. As we wait to see who's the guilty party.
Not sure.
Looks like number 20.
Yeah.
He's lingering at the door. That's Miguel Rios.
Yep.
So Rios gets the seat. 2 minutes for cross-checking. And the referees are getting the call right. So Ella Dunn comes in to take this face-off. The man advantage.
I like Ella's game. She's a smart player, quick, aggressive.
Definitely does not shy away from the play.
No, she gets right in the mix.
Puck all the way down into the Kennett end. Heinzelman goes back to retrieve. Up to Ella at center ice. Ella gains the blue line. Swings wide, hits behind, tries to direct in front, goes off a stick. She races over to pick it right back up again. Cuts to the middle. Ella takes the shot, goes right by the shoulder of Newnham. Just wide. Masserell from center ice tried to take a big shot towards the net. Aguilera makes the save and keeps the puck in play.
Nice play by Neiman there.
Dunn gets almost caught up with one of her own players, the blue line, forces right back out to center, halfway through the power play. Puck backhanded in, down behind. Valley Ridley was the first to it, so they'll pick that up and send it the length of the ice to kill some more time off this penalty. Serzales with it. Skates up through center ice, gains the blue line. Tries to chip it ahead, ends up drifting in on net. Newnham easily steers that aside. Up to the line, Fisher keeps it in the zone. Fisher tried to roll it back down to Brown, but that was cut off and forced out.
Kennett really working the puck well. Good puck movement. Buying some time.
Sally's with it. He'll go all the way across. Fisher has to dig it out of his skates and gains the zone. Power play is officially over. Back to five-a-side hockey. Ben Fisher with it. Moves it right back to the middle. Great play there, but Fisher could only kind of chop at it from his backhand and ended up going wide. Polsky skates all the way down. Good play there by Sarazales to keep him from going all the way in. Fisher will just redirect it deep into the Ridley end, and he'll head off on a change. Sarazales reads it, comes in. Battle for it in the slot. Still work for it there. Finally forced away, and it's Lincoln. Able to get it up and out the center ice. At the red line. Giovanni winds it in. Sarazales will pick it up behind his net. He'll go hard off the boards all the way up. Goes by everybody. I didn't think that was icing because it kind of went through a bunch of players who, while heading off, still could have probably made a play for it. So puck banked into the Kennett end. Good first one to it. Good job shielding the puck.
His puck protection is quite impressive there. Nice pass.
Up for Henderson. Drifted away from him. Harrington cuts around a few and gains the zone. Tries to get the shot off. Heinzelman able to block that. Both players go in towards the boards heavily. Back out, shot there. Massimo makes the save and directs it up and out of play.
And you can tell the players are on his side. Everybody going there, giving him the stick tap or pad tap, you know. That's nice. It's good to see.
7:52 to go here in the second period. Kennett with the 5-1 lead.
You know, for as often as we see Sarazales make these great, impressive offensive plays, he's exceptional at defense. Like, he really poke checks that puck away, plays position well, and it's tough to get by him. It's fun to watch.
Yes, indeed. Puck in the Kennett end, forced back down low. Heinzelman races over to it, lays out a player. Puck chipped ahead, Neiman racing in to get it, but not before it goes all the way down and gets the icing call. So they'll bring that back down to the Kennett end for a face-off. 7:31 to go here in this second period. Shots registered right now is 23 Kennett, 9 Sun Valley Ridley. Face off towards the net. Doesn't make it all the way through. Up to the line and kept. Big shot there. And Polsky from the blue line picks the corner and makes it 5-2. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
that would have been hard for anybody to stop that.
There were a lot of bodies in front of the net there on top of, let's give credit where credit's due. Good shot from the point.
Absolutely.
Right where it needed to be.
It's a little more than halfway through this game. Kennett now with the 5-2 lead. Willoughby in his own end. All the way up for Vassarell. Vassarell tries to cut to the middle, gets it right back to Willoughby. Makes the move, bounces and sits in the slot, and Kennett's able to keep it out of harm's way. Good team effort.
Great team effort there to get that out of there. Cardella with the initial save, and the team rallied around, clear that puck right out of there. And really, that should be the goal of any team. The goalie makes that first save. You guys everybody's got to get in there and clear that puck out. Don't let them get a whack at it.
So I'd say the only bad part from that play is it went the length of the ice, so the face-off back down in the Kennett end. Trying to get the shot on net. Big pad save, as we can hear it from here. Here's Allies. Center ice. Gets a few whacks for his efforts. Still with it behind the net. He skated it right back up and out to center ice. Finally put it back in. Kennett's got to clear. They were offsides.
Rios making sure to give Sarazelis a little chop here and there.
Rios banks it ahead, was looking for Vassarel, but that's away from him. Sarazelis was tempting him. He just skated with it, going, all right, try it.
Big hit.
Sarazelis with it again.
He's just toying with him right now. It's, oh boy.
Up to Fisher at center ice. He knocks the puck down, stays with it.
What a play there by Fisher.
He's able to pull that right out of the air. Put back down low in the Sun Valley Ridley end. Kennett makes some personnel changes. Puck will go the length of the ice.
Oh boy.
They are truly throwing anything they can at him right now.
That's the play. That's the play. I got to be honest. I don't know how parents of goaltenders do it. Every time that I see somebody getting ready to shoot on Moss, my heart's in my throat.
Puck up to the line, but kept in. All the way up, got it to DiGiovanni. He gets a shot that goes wide. Wilbur goes to the middle, up to the line, but not out. Comes right to DiGiovanni, stays with it. Second opportunity, puts it towards the net, goes wide. Heinzelman's able to gather up, and he'll skate it, move it out to center ice. Trying to get it to Henderson, was in front of him. He's right there with it. Polsky, DiGiovanni goes to the middle. Showers gets a stick on it. So there's Allies. Flips it up to the middle.
Good pressure by Oscar here.
Oscar's definitely improved a lot since the start of the season.
For sure. It's notable.
Yeah, well, to the point of where the puck, everything once again but the finish. There's Allies comes in, gets the shot, Newnham makes the save, and it stays out. Back to the middle, they chop at it, nothing there. Kennett's able to get it back to the ice. Yeah, no, from here, a lot of times it's not just the numbers. You can kind of recognize players by the way they play, the way they skate.
There's a confidence there, I think, that's been building with him as well.
Yeah, and so every once in a while, I look down and I see Oscar, and I'm like, who is that?
Boy, watching DeWitt here, two guys taking runs at him, and he's just standing there. He's kind of laughing, I think. He is completely unfazed, and they both took big runs at him. He really held his ground there. Yeah, DeWitt there, I'll tell you, great job in the corner, holding his own, and those players trying to take their frustration out on him, only to get more frustration.
So there's definitely penalties. We'll wait to see what the calls are here.
I would be shocked if it's even up, but it looks like that is the case.
Well, DeWitt's going to the box, and the taped on number 7, which again on the score sheet is Fior, so I'm not sure. They're both in the penalty box, but we'll wait and see whether they're offsetting.
Looks like we're looking at offsetting here because I don't see anybody else going. It looks like they're
no other time up, so.
Yeah. Coach is talking to the ref, and it looks like that's it. He was unable to draw another penalty.
So 2 will sit, but does not change the personnel on the ice. Still 5 aside. And they'll bring that face-off down into the Kennett end.
Oh, looks like we got a little issue here with some student section.
Yeah.
And the refs are giving them a little warning here.
Shot there goes wide. Way crossed. Zeman's able to direct it out the center ice. Willoughby banks it ahead. Showers to it. He'll roll it down deep. Heinzelman. Gets it up to Neiman. Shot there goes off the outside of the net. Showers from behind. It sits up on the netting. Shot there definitely came in late. We'll wait and see if anything else comes of that.
Showers bounced right back up, but let me tell you, when you're about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the boards and you get hit once, and then into the boards, that's twice. That's a big hit there. But he bounced right back up. He's a hockey player.
No signal from the referees, so. And that's the thing. The puck was actually on the back of the net. He's trying to chop it to get it off. So taking a run at a player at that point, you're definitely not playing the puck.
No, definitely not.
That's just dangerous. Chop that there. Sitting right at Serzali's feet. He's once again tempting them to come in. Margadana knocks it down, gets the shot in, and Cardillo swallows it up and says, I got that.
No problem, he said.
3:16 to go here in the second period. Kennett with the 5-2 lead.
He said, don't worry, guys. I got it.
True definition of a stand-up goaltender.
He looks like Mike Liut right now. Yeah, there's no butterfly happening here.
Rosales, he'll wind up. He's able to get it out. Brown races over to two. Get a stick on it. And keep it in the zone. Polsky tries to get back. Savory beat him to it. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. Brown, Fisher. Banks it down low. First back out to the middle. Fisher's able to strip it at least momentarily. Polsky across the blue line. Poke checked. Still on the play. We get a
I did not see that.
hooking call. So we'll wait and see. I don't.
Has he got Fisher on that? He's got Fisher on that one.
Yep. Fisher's looking at him like, what are you talking about?
He's as confused as anybody.
He's like, what? So, Valley Ridley with the man advantage as Fisher will have a seat for 2 minutes, hooking the call.
That might be good for Fisher. Get a little break. Catch some wind.
Back up to the blue line. Shot goes to the net, directed and in. So power play goal for Sun Valley Ridley. Cuts the Kennett lead to 2.
So this is, this is where it's going to be interesting. Kennett's got to they got to put their foot on the gas and not let up. They can't afford to, because when you do have an inexperienced goaltender, this is what can happen. And that one, that was a good shot. You got a good tip, and it's a power play. It's the advantage clearly to the other team.
Ridley wins that face-off. They go all the way across, try to get it over to Broder in the zone. And banks it ahead. Bounces up and over Willoughby, but he stays with the play. Showers. Tried to get it over to Brown. That one goes up the center ice all the way in.
Waved off.
Icing is waved off. Willoughby races to get to it. From behind the net. Serzali's, he'll lift it all the way up the center ice. It's Harrington. So Savory knocked off the play by Broder, but Fisher to Serzali's. David right back to Fisher. Fisher gains the blue line, takes the shot, deflected up. Brown's able to get it back up. Goes out of the zone. Serzali's gets it to Fisher. He just redirects in and heads off on a line change. Ruby winds it around, goes off of Oscar's skate. The other David comes in, has it at the blue line. Puts it in deep. Referee keeps that in the zone for us. Heinzelman takes the shot. High riser goes up and out of play.
He zipped that one right off the noggin of the goalie there. Their players taking exception. Heinzelman's not afraid to get in the mix, that's for sure.
Nope, that is definitely the case. So just a little bit over a minute remaining here in the second period. Kennett with the 5-3 lead. Ford after the face-off. Forced down behind the net. Final minute of play. Polsky sends it all the way across. Tried to get it to Rios. It was knocked down. Rios takes the shot. So flashing some leather. Heinzelman goes off the boards all the way down.
No ice. Waved off.
A lot of arms went up on the Ridley bench, but they're not wearing the stripes. So Jolly's banks it the other direction. Drifts in on net. Newnham will just cover up. With 25 seconds. A lot of extra chopping after the whistle down there.
It's getting pretty chippy. I like Kennett sticking to the game plan, though.
Just skate away.
Yep. Let them take their shots.
Because at some point, the referees will get tired of it, and then you'll sit for it.
It will catch up to them, for sure.
Because you could see from the referees that they see it and they're making comments, but...
Yeah, they're usually good for, hey,
knock it off.
Keep it clean. Let's go.
That goes the other direction. And that icing will be whistled.
And it's almost like a parent, It gets to the point where that's it.
Yep.
Go to bed. Except here, they go 2 minutes, feel shame.
Have a seat.
Have a seat.
True timeout chair. Going to take that face off. Battle for it in the corner. Final few seconds of this second period. Heinzelman. Vassarel gains the zone, takes the shot, goes wide, stays behind the net.
Well, looks like they got a power play coming up.
Dunn will bank it ahead. Neiman in the zone, has it knocked away from him. There's the whistle ending the second period, but Kennett looks like they're going to start the third period on the man advantage. I think I saw holding was the call. So 17 minutes remaining in this one. Holding on to the 5-3 lead.
It'll be a nice way to start the period.
I'm not successful in my timing working. I can at least change it to reflect the right period. I think we're supposed to have some nasty weather here tonight, so hopefully for those who are traveling, everybody's safe.
And we've been getting pummeled lately.
No, we've been getting pummeled for 6 weeks now because as a car wash guy, I'm very attuned to the weather.
I have made my decision on whether or not to get the car washed if I know it's going to rain. So I feel for you.
Yes, believe me, you're not alone.
Next time I'm just going to come and get it done, even if it's for 8 hours.
So the
you got to keep it looking clean, yeah.
Well, if you're a frequent washer, I'd say the best way to go is the car wash membership.
Absolutely.
Because right now it's just a little bit more than the cost of 2 of whatever wash that you like. So if you're coming 3 times a month, it's well worth it. Well, I mean, you can self-wash.
You could tear a hammy. You could a ligament in your thumb. It's very complex. Tennis elbow.
Now,
you don't want to do that. You let them wash it.
I love the car wash world, but I will say the downside with the self-wash is you don't know who used it before you. So if you're using that brush, well, besides the fact you're doing it yourself, but you get out to use that brush, if the last person was sweeping the ground with it, those stones are now going to be on your car. So that's the only word of warning I will.
So that's not that finish you're looking for.
No.
Yeah, custom stripes, looks like a swirl.
Third period action underway. Kennett starts it. It's a man up. That looks like Vassarel on the bench.
I prefer him in the penalty box. He is a player, and he can intimidate the players, that's for sure. So it's good to get him off the ice for a bit.
Scarzali's directed back down low. Fisher and Dunn in the corner. Right to the middle, tried to get at the Showers. He takes a swing at it, missed the first opportunity, but Fisher still with the puck. Towards the net.
Nice little redirect by Dunn. Just a bit wide.
But they're able to clear the zone. Scarzali's chance to pass across. Missed the first one, but stays with the play. Scarzali skates in, gets the middle, takes the shot, and finds the back of the net.
There's that finish we were looking for.
So David buries it for the power play goal, giving Kennett the 6-3 lead here with 15:58 to go in this third period.
Oh, that's what Kennett needs to do. Keep their head, keep playing, finish this out strong. They should be able to do it.
Face off at center ice. Dunn wins that back.
I was kind of hoping for the running clock.
Puck off of a few. Neiman directs it deep into the zone. Willoughby's back there for it. He'll try to come up. And Sorrell pulls it off the boards and tries to get it to Rios, but off of his skates. Goes off of quite a few there. Puck bouncing off everybody. Harrington sends it back to Willoughby. He'll direct up to Sorrell, and he'll take the shot in. Massimo makes the skate save. Scarzali sends it the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. I think he was trying to put that on net, but
I think he was trying to get that on that, avoid the icing, but I think there was a strong headwind. pushed it wide.
It's the it's not the NHL. It's at the Olympic rink over there at the Patriot Ice Center.
That's right.
It's a little tilted.
Oh,
shot there goes in.
That's that big shot, and that's that big shot we were talking about from that gentleman. He can rip it from just about anywhere. And they won that face-off up top. It's it's a ball game here. 6-4, a lot of time left. Kennett's got to circle the wagons.
Literally and figuratively.
Literally and figuratively, for sure.
So he'll come back out the center ice. Kennett's lead cut down to 2 once again. Scarzali feeds it up to Dunn. Nice pass. She gains the zone. Flips one in towards the net. That goes wide. Ford along the boards, up to the line. Forced out. Scarzali tries to go over to Dunn. Goes off of a few. Off a body, so no icing. Good work from Neiman to keep it in the zone. Stays with it. Neiman tries to get to the slot, but had a couple white jerseys draped over the back of him.
I think we've got a upcoming power play here.
Bounced away from Fisher. He stays with it. He's able to get it up to Brown, but
there it is. There's that whistle. Looks like a hook.
Rios touches up, and Polsky will head for 2 minutes, hooking the call. 14:15 to go here in the third period. Kennett will go back to the man advantage.
Neiman doing a nice job on the boards there. Really smart player. I think he drew the penalty on that one. Just staying with it, keep those feet moving.
So if you have your choice, this is, I think, when you run the power play down to the last few seconds and then score.
That's the move. That's the move. If you can
could do that.
Yeah.
Scarzali's putting on a clinic once again with speed all the way down. Gains the zone, comes into the middle, tries to roll one in on Newnham, but big save there. Oh, big opportunity the other direction. As Margadana gets a shot from Rios, and Rios finds the opposite side for a short-handed goal. to close the lead to just 1 for Kennett.
I think Kennett's eyes were a little big there, looking for the goals, and kind of maybe neglecting a little bit of that defensive responsibility there. Hopefully that'll wake him up. Still got a lot of time on the power play, though. And a minute 26. They can get this back. It's a good answer.
Now, not so worried about eating up the time. Find the back of the net.
Yeah.
Go back up by 2.
Yeah, maybe the announcers were getting a little cocky, too. maybe we were thinking a little too far ahead, huh?
Trying to call it. Heinzelman at center ice. Weaves his way into the zone. Down low in the near corner. Leaned on there, but stays with the play. Tries to direct it, goes through Fisher's legs. Ridley's able to send it the length of the ice. 50 seconds still remaining on the Kennett power play advantage. Heinzelman leaves it for Fisher. He loses an edge. Tries to get it up to Brown, but gets away from him. Masserell with it. He'll send it the length of the ice. Once again, trying to put it on net from center ice.
He's no dummy.
Still a big shot from there, too.
It was. I'm telling you, that kid, he can let it rip. And
Second opportunity, and it goes 5-hole and in.
So there you go, right?
So this game is now tied.
So an important thing here for Massimo right now at this point is to he's got to shake it off. He's got to realize, hey,
he's not a goaltender.
But what I can do is get back to just hanging in there with good solid form and just getting in, cutting off the angles.
So David giving us some words of encouragement. Tomas?
Yeah,
he's got this.
That's really nice to see. These guys have been rallying around him. I don't think there was a long line of people getting ready to play goalie, but I think they appreciate that he put them on.
So 6-6 tie with 12:39 to go here in the third period. Kennett still has 24 seconds remaining of power play with Polsky in the box for hooking. It's also a nice player to have sitting for a few minutes.
Absolutely. It's getting a little saucy in the stands here. Got some youngsters chatting it up with some other youngsters. And yeah.
Timeout called on the ice as Coach Don's trying to give some instruction.
Time to refocus, maybe. It's a 0-0 game. Do what you did. Start the game, and you should be all right.
Just looking around, I know I brought a sweatshirt at some point tonight.
When we're borrow this?
Oh, no. I was just wondering where I put it.
Oh, you had it.
It's here somewhere. Yeah, there's a...
Is that, oh, they just burned it over in the Sun Valley area. I think they just burned your sweatshirt.
So timeout is done. Looks like they're going to bring everybody out to center ice. And now at a 6-6 tie. We'll see what happens in the last few minutes of this one.
It certainly makes for an interesting game. Here we go.
Backhanded through. Heinzelman knocks it down with his skate. Gains the blue line. Cuts through a few. Back to the middle. Rolls it in.
Wow.
Newnham kicks out and just makes that save.
He almost scored on the non-shot there.
You can tell both between the way that Sarazali's just went in the zone and prior to that, Heinzelman. There's definitely a different jump to their game right now.
Oh, yeah. There's some
and it
confidence.
does not like this being tied. Savory will direct in deep. Fisher down to get it. She tries to direct at the middle. High off the glass. Sarazali's from the blue line. Hits something in front, drolls right across the crease. Big shoulder there.
Big shoulder. Come up a
Fisher,
little high.
Fisher's a little slow to get up. Hopefully he's all right. Knocked down at the blue line. Shot there, and it goes in. So Kennett, for the first time tonight, finds themselves down a goal.
You know, you got a little shift change there. You got a big hit on Fisher. Sun Valley's riding with some confidence right now.
So looking to see where Fisher's at. Heinzelman. Cross center ice, gains the blue line. Hits a body. They'll send to the length of the ice, and that'll be icing.
Be okay if they keep trying that.
Face off in the Ridley end. Ella Dunn in to take this. Little winner cross, shot there, hits a few bodies, sits in front. Rolls it back down low. They'll try it up again. Gets by Heinzelman. He's got to skate back. It's like he was trying to explain something to the ref as he's going past him. Up to the line and kept there. Shot goes wide. Neiman tried to get it up to Brown. We whack at it at center ice. Back to the blue line. Sarazali's with it. Center ice, takes a few whacks there from Broder. Puts on the brakes. Still with it. To the middle, takes the shot. Newnham gloves that and hangs on. 10:23 to go here in this third period. Kennett now trails by a score of 7-6.
Sarazali with a great job of getting into the zone, hanging on to it, and getting a good shot off, get an offensive zone face-off.
Face-off one, but it splits the defenseman and goes all the way down. Heinzelman has to race to it. Vassarell's on a mission. He's got a few goals tonight.
At least two.
Down on the Kennett end, it's forced back behind the net. Bouncing puck in the slot, they work for it. Still whacking at it. Heinzelman able to get it out. Up to the line, Neiman. Bounces up to the line, Showers keeps it in. To Neiman again. He's got a few to work with, somehow stays with it, but it's forced out. Lincoln gains the zone, tries to get the shot, blocked.
I think the secret is out. Shoot, shoot, shoot for Sun Valley.
Up to the blue line, shot there, goes wide. Near side, he's able to direct out the center ice. Polsky has it there. Chops it up, Showers gathers up in his end. 9:16 to go. Puck goes all the way up, gets by, goes the length of the ice. Referee weighs off the icing. Both teams make a few player changes. To the middle. Lincoln gains the zone, tries to take the shot. Bounces off a few. Savory behind his own net. Tries to pass up, but that was knocked down. Out to the middle. Tried to get it in the middle. Oscar's got it. Sends it up to Savory. Savory over the blue line. Tries to get the shot. Hits a body. 4 in the corner. Good to see Fisher back on the ice. Savory tried to put it back down low, but again, it's deflected. That one's forced up and out of play. And we get a whistle with 8:25 to go here in this third period.
Nice shift by Oscar Cerezalas. 2 solid defensive plays. Guy in the slot. He's able to neutralize that both times when the puck came to him. Got the puck up and nice little transition. Now we got the offensive zone faceoff.
So Kennett's looking for the equalizer now. Puck goes all the way across. Fisher races over to it, and he'll send it down low. He tries to center, but that was knocked away. Second opportunity. Nothing but white jerseys there. David keeps it in the zone. Ridley will try the other side. Gets by everybody. Fisher from his own blue line. 2 Ridley players come together hard.
Boy, they might have been the hardest hit of the game.
Fisher tries to go with the short side. I realize that he's hanging a player up there at the Kennett blue line. Cerezalas once again with speed through the neutral zone. Avoids a few chops. Cuts to the middle. Gets it and slides it in. David Cerezalas ties this game back up at 7.
What a nice individual effort there. Coast to coast. No angle whatsoever. And just tucks it in.
So with 7:36 to go in the third period, the game is once again tied. Now it's 7 apiece.
What an effort there. I got to tell you, that was fun to watch, that's for sure.
Willoughby from his end tries to go up, was looking for Vassarel. He and Heinzeman come together in the corner. Battle for it there. Heinzeman knocked down on the play. Shot goes towards the net, but stays wide. Another opportunity. Kennett's doing a good job of kind of creating that wall. Puck up to the point. Vassarel, big blast there. Misses the net and ends up back out at center ice. Willoughby skates back to get it in his own zone. Tries to bank it ahead, gets it to Rios. Margadon across the blue line, makes the move, takes the shot. Massimo makes the save. Good play there. Up to the line, but not out. Shot goes off the net. Dunn picks it up. Polsky from center ice puts one in the net. Cardello reads that, drops on top, and gets the whistle.
Now that's the move. That's what he's got to do, because they're just gonna pepper him. Just get down low. Well, with 6 minutes 30 seconds to go, it's a good time to learn that.
On the job training. Trying to get the ref's attention. He's got to make some equipment adjustments.
I think it was more of a hair adjustment.
Again, something I know nothing else.
Yeah, he's been known to do that.
Puck at center ice. Back to Polsky. He'll direct up and out. Battle for it there. David directs it in. Oscar chases.
Oscar with a solid play there. That guy hit the brakes.
Up to Fisher. He'll wind up to take the shot. Noonan flashes out the glove, and he'll hang on.
Nice shot by Fisher.
6:07 left to go in this third period. Game still tied at 7. Battle for it after the face-off. Neiman in the corner. Fisher gets it, but he has to get it from out in the neutral zone. He's got a battle with Broder. Cerezalas comes to pick up the puck as they were going at it. David once again turns on the Jets and blows through the neutral zone. Far side, takes the shot there, gets caught up in traffic, but comes right back to him. This time he'll go behind, rolls it out in front, gets through everybody. Net comes off.
I believe he's calling it.
And the referee is sending him for pushing the net off.
He got him on that one. I'll tell you what, that was the second or maybe the third time that happened this game. And they had enough. Benefit of the doubt, maybe the first. Second time you start to question. Third time, You're in the box.
Still arguing his case, but the referee says not going to happen.
And that's a good player. Well, he's off. Polsky, is that his third penalty for tonight?
Definitely at least his second.
At least his second.
Yeah, I think he might have had a third.
Solid player. I'm not upset he's off the ice right now.
So I'm going to say that that's probably delay of game. 2 minutes there. So with 5:37 to go, Kennett with an opportunity to break the tie. Puck down low, Willoughby. He'll wind it all the way around, and that'll go the length of the ice. David on the puck. So Zallies drifts his way through the neutral zone. Goes to the line. It was offsides. They didn't whistle it, but he came right back out, so he brings it in himself. Goes around a few. Back behind the net. Rolls it in front. Gets by everybody. And good play there from Oscar.
Fisher going off the ice. He caught a stick up high. That's the second time for him.
Rolls around far side. Ridley's able to send it back up. Serzali's waiting for it. He fakes the shot. Gets the center ice. Goes to flip it in from there. Ends up hitting something and going wide. I think he's looking to put it in on net. Yeah. He wants to try and get one from center ice himself. Ridley clears it all the way down.
I'll tell you what, though, that fake shot was effective.
Everybody kind of jumped.
Yeah, they all moved.
Puck flipped up. Heinzelman. Redirect in. Heinzelman's there. Takes the shot. Newnham makes the save. Ridley's able to send it the other direction. Heinzelman will go back to pick it up. 10 more seconds remaining on the Kennett man advantage of this tied game.
Heinzelman, one of the more colorful players on the team, that's for sure.
Puck goes all the way down. They were looking to get that to Ella, but that got by her. Goes the length of the ice to the icing. They'll bring that back down to the Kennett end. 2 more seconds remaining on the Polsky minor. Just a little over 3.5 to go in this third period.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's I got a knot in my stomach.
Shot off the draw. Nice job there as he drops down. They tried to squeeze one in right off the face-off.
You know, that play, that's a good play by Sun Valley. Nice save by Cardello.
Both teams will make some player changes.
Just to show
That shot was just enough to take the 2 seconds off, so Polsky's back on the ice. Up to the blue line. Shot there, deflected and goes wide. Out to the neutral zone. Heinzelman gains the zone, drifts in, gets in on net. Newnham misses it. It's still loose, and he finally dives out and covers up.
Give him credit. Give him credit. He stayed with that play several times. That could have been
a killer.
That could have been it.
So a lot of chirping from up here in the stands.
There's a lot of chirping. It's getting quite spirited. There's a couple of people here. Yeah. It's the fans that we're talking about here, not the players that are getting chippy. There's a lot of chirps happening.
As Broder tries to go through, Serzali strips him of that, and he looks to go the other direction. Goes in, all the way down and around, still with the puck. Turnaround shot. Newnham flashes some leather to make an amazing save and keep this game tied. That is by far the save of the game.
And that net got pushed off again.
Three minutes exactly remaining in this game. A lot of conversation on the ice. I don't know, it's confusion there.
I gotta be honest, I don't know which one I should watch, the game or the kids in the stands.
We're waiting to see.
I think the players are watching the stands at this point.
Puck up to the blue line and forced out the center ice. Fisher gathers it up. Sends it across for David. He gets it right back to Ben. Fisher over the blue line. Steps out of the way, gets it to DeWitt. DeWitt missed on most of that shot. Down in the corner.
Staying with it.
So Rosales tries to take a whack at it. It's forced out to the neutral zone. The other direction. Good work there to keep it away.
Good job by Fisher there.
Shot on net. Big save. Fisher with it again. He'll circle back to get some open space. Fisher through the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Winds up, takes the shot. Newnham slides across and makes another big save.
That was a big shot by Fisher there, coming across the blue line. Nice play to get some space down low. Comes in, able to go coast to coast there. Offensive zone face-off, gotta love it.
2-11. Heinzelman puts it on net. Newnham makes a pad save. Second opportunity.
Wow.
Newnham holds on to that one. They're making him work hard in his final minutes.
Kennett putting some pressure on. He's doing a great job. He's answering the call.
Bounce back up to Heinzelman. He tries to put it towards the net. Dunn gets it, has it knocked away. Rolls it down low. Neiman puts it to the middle. It's deflected all the way up and out. Showers has got to race back to it. From behind. Showers gets it up. Dunn, center ice. Over the blue line. Dunn cuts to the middle. Tries to get a shot off, and at the last second is back checked. Ridley will send it the length of the ice. That'll be an icing.
Take
with
that.
Minute and 29 to go in this tied third period.
This is interesting. It's as tense as any game I've been around.
89 seconds remaining in regulation. Kennett given some direction. Savory puts it through the slot. Nobody was there. Finally comes back out. Vassarell at the blue line. Puts it on the net. Misses. Hits glass and goes back the other direction. Sarazales racing to it. Tries to cut to the middle. Through traffic. Savory now with it. Tries to deflect it up the line. Fisher takes the shot. Hits a body in front. Sarazales with it again. Makes a few moves. Fisher. He'll just bank it back down low. Savory goes after it. Savory comes away. Fisher, open slot, takes the shot. A second opportunity, and Newnham drops on top once again. 47 seconds now remaining in regulation.
He has caught fire. He has had some big saves in these last 3 minutes here. Really coming up big for them, and they're going to call a timeout.
So timeout called by Sun Valley Ridley with 47.8 seconds remaining in regulation. Kennett will get the offensive zone draw. This works out for Kennett as well because this will give them a chance to rest up and put their best players out.
That's right. Good opportunity to, and it's offensive zone face-off. That's a good spot for them.
And the hush falls over the crowd for probably the first time in a while.
Even the chirper, even the birds are quiet. I think they need the breather.
Yeah, they were looking forward to it as well.
We just got information that they called the timeout here.
Timeout called from the stands?
Called from the stands. Up, and it's back on.
Yes, their timeout is done. So here we go. Both teams headed out. Heinzelman, David Serzales, Ella Dunn, Ben Fisher.
They got Heinzelman up front. This is, they got a power line here, that's for sure.
And Aiden Savory. Battle for it after the face-off. It's Ridley that has it now. They'll roll it around near side. Send it to the middle. They chop at it. Ella has it, and she'll redirect back in. Puck up to the line. Finally out. That one goes off a skate all the way down. Rolls in on net. Samel will cover that up and get the whistle. So 27 seconds. Now the face-off is down in the Kennett end.
This is some nerve-wracking stuff, that's for sure.
Both teams having conversation. A couple player changes there for Ridley. Looks like the security's here to talk to the chirpers in the stands.
Yeah.
Spin around shot there. Mouse didn't see it and still makes the save.
He's still looking for it.
I think Fisher was looking up ice, didn't realize he'd kind of overskated a bit. So Valley Ridley was able to jump on it and get a shot opportunity. Second opportunity. Fisher banks it hard, takes a weird bounce. Dunn goes around one, center ice, tries to send it in as the last few seconds. Savory backhands one in on Newnham. Second opportunity, third. Time still on the clock, and the buzzer ends. Wow.
And Fisher had his stick literally broken in half. Well, they just put 3 minutes on the clock here. What are the rules?
So I think that there is a 3-on-3 overtime.
We have not been in this situation yet, I don't think, right?
I think after that, after the overtime, then it just is a tie. There's no shootout.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you're grateful for.
A tie? Listen, be happy for the tie. You know?
So sudden death overtime, 5 minutes, 3-on-3. You know, we haven't seen that for Kennett this year. It is a possession game.
Yes. Well, they do have some players that can certainly hold on to that puck, and
both teams.
Yeah. It's. I'll be curious to see who they roll out. My guess is you're going to throw out number 23, maybe Rios, and who's the other gentleman?
Polsky?
There? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I got.
You got two out of the three,
Two out
right?
of the three. Yeah, Lincoln, good player.
Lincoln, Polsky, and Vassarell are out there for Sun Valley Ridley. Heinzelman, David Serzales, and Ben Fisher for Kennett. So we are now in overtime. Heinzelman goes off the board, stays with it himself. Tries to cut through a few. Comes right back to him. Serzales banks it for Fisher. Fisher takes the shot. Newnham juggles it, but hangs on.
Nice effort there.
Just when you thought you were heading in the wall.
Oh. Yeah, with each of these extra minutes, it means I got to go that much faster on 95.
Fisher tried to dance through. He's got a couple to deal with.
I'm just hoping.
Serzales tries to go over to Heinzelman. They bouncing puck. Heinzelman directs in and stays with it. Heinzelman all the way across. Serzales takes the shot and misses. Puck rolls all the way out to center ice. Fisher back for it. Steps around a few. Nice moves by Fisher. in, takes the shot, and finds the corner.
There it is.
Ben Fisher buries it to give Kennett the overtime win.
Was that his fourth?
That was his
for
fourth
the
goal.
Overtime. What a play.
And,
What an effort. A lot of fun there. Whoa.
and I'm not sure at what point, I think with all the people cutting across, that we lost the picture.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure when.
Well,
So,
hopefully our amazing audio painted such a picture.
so with just a little bit of overtime, Kennett comes away with the overtime win, beating Sun Valley Ridley by a score of 7-8.
That was pretty fun to watch, I will say.
So thank you, gentlemen, for the assist tonight.
Yeah,
We
thank you.
appreciate it.
Ed, thanks for always doing this. It really, I'm telling you, as a parent, and then I've got family in Pittsburgh. They can tune in and watch their nephew, their grandson play. So thank you. Thanks for always doing this, and thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks for joining us. And again, I apologize for the last-minute cutoff, but Kennett comes away with the overtime win. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you on Monday.
All right.